Somebody call a doctor because bad medicine is back. That's the answer.
Hey.
This is the Appleton Oak. I'm Mason Quinn. Folks, today we are taking a look at 2005's Charlie and the Chocolate Factory. This one has Johnny Depp and it's directed by Tim Burton. So I got a feeling this one's going to be a lot of fun. This is a first time watch for me. We're coming off the back of seeing the original with Gene Wilder. So I'm just excited to see the mind of Tim Burton and how it works in this. And of course, Johnny Depp doing what he does in roles like this should be a lot of fun.
Gotta echo your sentiment. First time view for me. Had so much fun watching the original because, you know, it's Gene Wilder. How can you not love it? So I'm definitely ready, willing, and able to see Tim and John's version of this.
Is this like supposed to be like a remake of the original, or it's obviously there's different title? That always confused me, and even though I'd never seen him, I'm like, wait, Willy Wonka.
Yeah, I know there's a lot
Charlie
of
Chocolate Factory.
different
I think Willy Wonka was based off the book. So
Roald Dahl.
Super confused. I'm sure I'll learn a lot as we get into it, but as with these guys, first time watch, really excited to see this.
So why don't you explain to me how good this is going to be? So let's go! Hey, funny seeing you here. No, come back. I got something exciting to show you. A new product from Mando. No, come on. Look, it's this, Mando Mount Fuji 72-hour protection deodorant. It's aluminum free, and I love it because it keeps me smelling fresh easily for 72 hours. In between showers, I can't tell a difference.
And folks, the two products I liked are the Mando Invisible Cream Deodorant and the body wash. Look, if I'm gonna take a shower, I don't want to smell like the perfume aisle at Macy's on Christmas. I just want to be clean and fresh. Then, once I'm out of the shower, I love the Invisible Cream Deodorant. You can put it everywhere and you smell clean and fresh all day. But let me tell you, it makes a difference and you can use it everywhere. Everywhere.
I love being outdoors, but there are days when I know I'm not going to be anywhere near a hot bath or a shower. And for those days, these deodorant wipes from Mando are my new go-to. Easy to pack, easy to use, and easy on my skin. These keep me fresh and clean all day long. These are my new best friend. As a special offer for our viewers, new customers get $5 off their first order with our code BADD, that's B-A-D-D, at shopmando.com.
Mando was created by a doctor who saw how BO was being misdiagnosed and mistreated.
And remember, Mando is a whole body deodorant that is safe to use anywhere. And I mean anywhere. Pits, cracks, feet, butts, crevices, skin folds, you name it, you can use it.
Mando's starter pack is perfect for new customers. It comes with a solid stick deodorant, cream tube deodorant, 2 free products of your choice. Like, hey, how about some mini body wash and deodorant wipes, huh? And free shipping.
New customers will get $5 off a Mando starter pack with code BADD, that's B-A-D-D, at shopmando.com. That equates to over 40% off your starter pack when you go to shopmando.com and use the code BADD, B-A-D-D.
Now there you go, based on the book.
That looks a lot more tasty than the chocolate river from the original.
That chocolate river.
Just find something that makes it look brown and we're good.
And thanks to all you in the comments pointing out all the issues they had with the chocolate river.
Everything looked very industrial up until the parachutes.
My previous job, I did some work with the Hershey company, and they never had anything like this.
What?
Not that you saw.
Yeah, I bet you there was a super secret
Oh,
one.
Danny Elfman did the music.
Oh, of course.
He always
He's
works with Tim Burton. Yeah.
This is kind of neat seeing them actually place it in there.
They had all the locations, the boxes were
It's interesting
Tokyo,
that,
London, New York.
That we get all this, yet we don't see a single worker. Even the windows on the trucks are blacked out, which is pretty cool.
This is a story of an ordinary little boy. He was not faster or more clever than other children. His family was not rich or powerful.
Look at the chimney.
Oh my God.
Jesus, it's
Oh, look at the whole house.
Charlie Bucket was the luckiest boy in the entire
Here
world.
we go.
See, there's Selena.
That's Bellatrix.
Evening. Found something I think you'll like.
Charlie's father worked in the local toothpaste factory.
What is it, Charlie?
Look at that. Well, talk about being resourceful.
Yeah.
What piece was it?
I head for Willy Wonka.
I used to work for him, you know.
You did.
I did. Willy Wonka began with a single store, but the whole world wanted his candy. Mr. Wonka? Yeah.
There he is.
The man was a genius. He invented a new way of making chocolate ice cream. It stays cold for hours without a freezer.
That's impossible.
But Willy Wonka did it. The largest chocolate factory in history.
That is a grand factory right there.
Tell him about the Indian prince. Prince Pondicherry wrote a letter to Mr. Wonka and asked him to come all the way out to India and build him a colossal palace entirely out of chocolate.
Won't it melt?
True to his word.
Not Wonka.
Well, remember, he developed ice cream that doesn't melt, so...
Yeah.
Yeah, but it won't last long. You better start eating right now.
I intend to live in it.
But Mr. Wonka was right, of course.
Is that her girl from Gen V? No.
No, this is 2005.
Right. So figure her 18 years ago.
Oh.
That is nasty.
Oh, that's as bad as the Chocolate River in the first one.
Prince sent an urgent telegram requesting a new palace. But Willy Wonka was facing problems of his own. All the other chocolate makers had grown jealous of Mr. Wonka. They began sending in spies to steal his secret recipes.
Oh, can't trust that guy.
No, clearly not.
Greaseball.
Or that guy.
Label it secret recipe.
Great. Ugh.
I'm closing my chocolate factory forever.
Notice how they're kind of hiding Johnny Depp a little bit?
Yeah, they haven't completely shown him.
Then, one day, we saw smoke rising from the chimneys.
Did you get your job back?
No, no one did.
Have you ever seen a single person going into that factory?
No. The gates are always closed. Who's running the machines?
Nobody knows, Charlie.
Nobody sees him anymore. He never comes out. I'd give anything in the world just to go in one more time.
But you won't, because you can't.
Come on, Charlie. I think it's time we let your grandparents get some sleep.
Yeah, they've had a long day of laying in bed.
That even long enough to lay down in?
No, I think
No?
they just sit like that and close their eyes. The fireplace.
Is even slanted.
Charlie.
There we go.
Is that up to code?
No, that looks like that's a door that's laying down as part of the floor.
Yeah. Well, these can't be Wonka employees because he doesn't have any.
Yeah, they're on special Wonka bikes.
Yeah, that's what's interesting.
Pretty narrow tires to be getting snow traction on two wheels.
Dear people of the world, I, Willy Wonka, have decided to allow 5 children to visit my factory this year. One of these children shall receive a special prize.
Candy bars may be anywhere, in any shop, in any street.
But I only get 1 bar a year for my birthday.
You have as much chance as anybody does.
He doesn't have a chance.
Wow, Grandpa positive over there.
Kid who finds the first ticket will be fat.
There's Augustus. Yes.
Dunsledor.
I'm eating the Wonka bar. So I look and I find the golden ticket.
The makeup on his face is hilarious.
Ticket claimed and only 4 more.
Told you it'd be a poker.
Repulsive boy.
What a repulsive boy.
God. Oh my God. Oh,
here we go.
VERUCA, Veruca Salt.
I started buying up all the Wonka bars I could lay my hands on. I'm in the nut business, you see, so I say to my workers, from now on you can stop shelling peanuts and start shelling the wrappers off these chocolate bars instead.
They look thrilled.
3 days went by and we had no luck. It was terrible.
I want my golden ticket.
God, what have we seen her in?
Finally,
Look at that.
I found her a ticket.
Nothing to see here.
There's a nice twist on it.
Yeah.
Daddy, I want another pony.
2 seconds.
Worse than the fat.
Charlie, Mum and I thought maybe you want to open your birthday present tonight.
Here you are. Maybe I should wait till morning.
Like hell. Altogether, we're 380 years old.
Would you guys do the slow reveal, or would you just rip into it right away?
Oh,
Let us know.
Whatever happens, you'll still have the candy.
Oh, the sound of the foil.
Ah, well. That's that.
We'll share it.
Oh, no, Charlie.
It's my candy bar, and I'll do what I want with it.
Wow, what a nice young man.
A properly raised young man.
All right, let's see who found it.
Third ticket was found by Miss Violet Beauregard.
A little bit of a twist there from
Yeah.
the original.
I'm Gunter, mostly. I'm the junior world champion Gunter. Because I'm a winner.
What a beastly despicable.
You don't know what we're talking about.
The fourth golden ticket has been found. Boy called Mike TV.
It's our Texas kid.
Yep.
Oh, Colorado. Ah,
oh, so
nice
instead
twist on it.
of the six shooters,
Ah, he's playing Doom.
Most of the time, I don't know what he's talking about.
Die, die, die!
Doesn't seem like they stay kids very long.
I hate chocolate.
Good thing you're going to a chocolate factory, you ungrateful little butt.
No audio.
Who will be the winner of the last gold?
On you at work,
Toothpaste factory thought they'd give me a bit of time off.
like summer vacation.
Sure. Something like that.
you just got future endeavored.
A vacation at all. The upswing in candy sales has led to a rise in cavities, which led to a rise in toothpaste sales. The factory had decided to modernize, eliminating Mr. Bucket's job.
Just got replaced by a machine. That's hard times, baby.
You'll find another job. Don't worry, Mr. Bucket. My luck will change.
My secret hoard. You and I are going to have one more fling.
Are you sure you want to spend your money on that, Grandpa?
Of course, I'm sure.
Better than the tobacco our OG Grandpa Joyce.
That's right. That's right.
Grandpa. You first.
Well,
So is it going to be the same?
I'm guessing they're going to run it back the same as the original.
Did you see that some kid in Russia found the last golden ticket?
Good boy. Come on, George.
Good boy. Kid in Russia. Wasn't it South America that had the false ticket in the original?
Oh,
So maybe.
oh, 10 spot?
Wow.
It's got to be a good amount of money back then, huh?
Yeah. Because he bought a Wonka bar with like a $50, I think that was.
One Wonka Whipple Scrumptious Fudge Mellow Delight, please.
The nerve of some people.
Forge him a ticket. Come on.
Oh.
There it is.
And remember, the store owner gave him the bar. Charlie didn't pick it.
It's a golden ticket.
Listen, I'll buy it from you.
Crazy? I'd give him $500 for that ticket.
That's enough of that. Leave the kid alone.
Thank you.
Yep.
Yeah.
Thank you.
You see, in the original,
Oh, he's
Yeah,
like,
he
run,
gets-
Charlie.
Yeah, he gets mobbed.
in
by
the original,
everybody.
he gets mobbed, so there was enough witnesses to see who the proper winner was.
This is where Uncle Joe's gonna start dancing. Just your guy. That's your guy right there, Oak.
The lucky finder of this golden ticket from Mr. Willy Wonka. Now, I do invite you to come to my factory for one whole day.
Will conduct you around the factory myself. One of you lucky 5 children will receive an extra prize.
You must come to the factory gates at 10 a.m. sharp. You're allowed to bring one member of your family to look after you.
Who is going with Charlie to the factory? I'll take him. You leave it to me.
Grandpa Joe seems to know more about it than we do.
We need the money more than we need the chocolate.
I actually heard his parents talking.
Young man, come here. There's plenty of money out there, but this ticket, there's only 5 of them in the whole world. Only a dummy would give this up for something as common as money. Are you a dummy?
No, sir.
Then get that mud off your pants. You've got a factory to go to.
All right. A little
we
bit
go.
different. The dance scene wasn't as big.
Yeah, the
to
dance music.
Keep somebody under control over here.
They saw the, they really downplayed the I've been in bed for 20 years not working after the internet so very clearly expressed their distaste.
Well, remember in
for
the original,
Uncle
too,
Joe.
he didn't have his dad around.
Oh, the dad wasn't around.
Yeah.
So maybe that's
He was the working man.
trying to
of the
take a
family.
little heat off Uncle Joe
Yeah.
for letting Mom work. Like
Grandpa Joe.
what if, or Grandpa Joe. See, now you got me saying Uncle Joe.
Please enter.
Okay, what's the entrance gonna be
Now-
here?
Who am I? Well,
What? Oh, those things are creepy.
Everybody give a cheer.
Oh, I don't like those.
Willy Wonka, who's the one that you're about to.
I. Little Chuckies.
What is this, Five Nights at Freddy's here,
Yeah.
or what?
The brood. Wee.
Oh.
Oh.
Wasn't that just magnificent?
He's Willy Wonka.
Really?
Initially, I'm not digging it.
Good morning, Starshine. The Earth says hello. Dear guests, greetings.
Mr. Wonka, I don't know if you remember me.
Were you one of those despicable spies?
No, sir.
And wonderful. Welcome back.
Don't you want to know our names?
can't imagine how it would matter.
Okay, we are gonna get some zingers.
I'm hooked. I can't imagine how else.
Drops your coats.
Oh, God, I want to use that line. Can't imagine how it would matter.
It doesn't matter what your name is.
I love ice cream. I love your chocolate.
I never expected to have so much in common. You're Mike TV. You're the little devil who cracked the system. And you, well, you're just lucky to be here, aren't you? And the rest of you must be their
Parents.
Yeah, moms and dads. Papa, let's move along.
Would you like some chocolate? Sure. Then you should have brought some.
Takes a big bite right in front of him.
Why is the door so small?
It's to keep all the great big chocolatey flavor inside.
Yes,
Hey,
here it
there
is.
we go. There's the chocolate
There's our
river.
chocolate river and the waterfall.
Is this just me, or does this look strikingly similar to the, well, a little bit different?
Don't lose your heads. Don't get overexcited. Oh, yeah, it's very beautiful.
About to lose our guy into the river.
No other factory in the world mixes its chocolate by waterfall. Those pipes Suck up the chocolate. And you like my meadow? Try some of my grass. Everything in this room is eatable.
So they didn't do the whole waiver thing.
No.
But everybody's still pretty...
Jesus.
Son.
Dad, he said enjoy.
That's not the way to enjoy it.
Okay, so they're making that kid even less likable than the original.
Jeez. Oh, here's my guy.
Oh, here we go.
Here it comes.
Here it comes.
Daddy, look over there.
Daddy.
What is it?
There's two of them.
There's more than two.
Where do they come from?
Are they real people?
Of course they're real people. They're Oompa Loompas.
Oh my God.
Thick jungle is infested by the most dangerous beasts in the entire world. I went to Loompa Land looking for exotic new flavors for candy.
Yeah.
The Oompa Loompas ate nothing but green caterpillars.
Oh.
The Oompa Loompas kept looking for other things to mash up with the caterpillars to make them taste better.
Oh. One last look. Down the hatch.
But the food they longed for the most was the coca beans. An Oompa Loompa was lucky if he found 3 or 4 coca beans a year. All they'd ever think about was coca beans. So I told the chief. They are such wonderful workers.
Augustus, mein Schatz, that is not a good thing you do. He can't swim,
Like if your kid was actually drowning, you wouldn't just run and dive in.
Get out! Yeah, we're gonna get out now.
Oh, this is cool.
This is new.
There he goes. He's slowing down. He's gonna stick.
He's blocked the whole pipe.
Look, the Oompa Loompas.
The music.
Well, I believe they're going to treat us to a little song.
God, there's a lot of them.
Just a scoop, a great big reading come.
Jesus.
Bravo! Well done. Aren't they charming?
I do say that all seemed rather rehearsed.
Where does that pipe go to?
It just so happens to lead directly to the room where I make the most delicious kind of strawberry-flavored chocolate-coated fudge.
They'll be selling him by the pound all over the world.
Can you imagine Augustus-flavored chocolate-coated gloop? Ew.
You.
I want you to take Mrs. Gloop up to the fudge room, okay?
That's the bottom of the dress.
Why would Augustus's name already be in the Oompa Loompas?
Improvisation is a parlor trick.
No, it isn't.
You really shouldn't mumble, because I can't understand a word you're saying. On with the tour.
Didn't Gene use that one in the original? You really shouldn't mumble.
I think he might have.
That boy will be fine.
Oh, here comes the creepy ass boat trip.
So many folks in the comments said how they were just traumatized by the original.
Take some notes here. Okay, so instead of being motorized, they got a Viking ship of Oompa Loompas.
Onward!
Reminds me of Spaceballs.
You're all quite short, aren't you?
Well, yeah, we're children. Do you even remember what it was like being a kid?
Oh boy, do I.
Doesn't sound like good memories.
Oh, here we go.
Terence. And who's that under the sheet? Little Willy Wonka.
That's some serious headgear.
Willy Wonka was the son of the city's most famous dentist.
Oh, he's a dentist?
That's why he's got such perfect chompers.
Oh.
Oh, yeah!
Let's see what the damage is this year, shall we?
Is Dad not going to let him eat it because he's the dentist?
Caramels. They'd get stuck in your braces. Some children are allergic to chocolate.
Maybe I'm not allergic. I could try a piece.
My brother's a dentist. He handed out candy, but also toothbrushes. It's like good fun, like kids' toothbrushes.
Right. Whoa!
Hey.
Turned to blue flames right away.
Yeah, must be all the foil or something.
Mr. Wonka, we're headed for a tunnel.
Switch on the lights.
Did they get rid of all the creepiness?
Stop the boat. I want to show you guys something.
Well, that was
they're
significantly less creepy than the original.
Wow.
Way different.
I was ready to take all kinds of notes and all the creepy shit we saw in the
First one.
Original.
Yeah, original.
Yeah.
Now, this is the most important room in the entire factory. Everyone enjoy yourselves, but just don't touch anything. Go on, let's go.
You know, and we haven't had Slugworth either. I don't mean to keep comparing this one to the original, but it's hard to not, when you come to certain scenes, think about the other one.
Hey, Mr. Wonka, what's this?
These are everlasting gobstoppers. You can suck on it all year, and it'll never get any smaller. If you tried chewing one of these gobstoppers, you'd break all your little teeth off. And this is hair topping. Brand new crop of hair will start growing out all over the top of your little noggin. Oompa Loompa tried some yesterday, and, well...
Was that Cousin It from the Addams Family?
Me.
Watch this. It's a stick of the most amazing and sensational gum in the whole universe. Know why? Know why? This gum is a full 3-course dinner all by itself.
It sounds weird.
Thank you.
Sounds like my kind of gum.
I'd rather you didn't. There's still one or two things that are...
I'm not afraid of anything.
His face.
How is it, honey?
It's amazing. Crispy skin and butter.
You doing, kiddo?
I'm just a little concerned about the...
Blueberry pie and ice.
I forgot
That
what
part.
happened. Yeah.
Your whole nose has gone purple.
What do you mean?
Oh, look at that.
That's awesome.
Oh, look at her just smiling.
Well, I told you I hadn't quite got it right.
Turn it into an X-Men.
Yeah.
Mystique.
She's swelling up.
Oh, it's like Big Trouble in Little China.
It's like Potter with the ants.
I've tried it on like 20 Oompa Loompas, and each one ended up as a blueberry.
How is she supposed to compete?
You could put you in a county fair.
Here we go.
This gentle girl, she sees the rumble trench.
Ed.
Okay. Honest answer. Are we supposed to be,
Possibly.
Are we supposed to be under the influence of something watching this movie?
Well.
How many of you did? And let us know your experience.
What are they going to do to her there?
They're gonna squeeze her. We gotta squeeze all that juice out of her immediately.
If you hate gum so much, why do you make it?
Once again, you really shouldn't mumble, because it's kind of starting to bum me out.
Remember the first candy you ever ate?
Oh, he keeps making him remember his childhood.
Took notes.
Nice. He's hooked.
These flashbacks happen often?
Increasingly.
Ah, this is a room I know all about. For you see, Mr. Wonka, I myself am in the nut business.
Squirrels.
Yeah, squirrels.
They're sitting on stools. That's great.
See how they tap each one with their little knuckles to make sure it's not bad?
Get me one of those squirrels. I want one.
Ruka, dear, you have many marvelous pets.
I want a squirrel.
How much do you want for one of these squirrels?
They're not for sale. She can't have one.
Oh, she's not used
Never
to
heard
hearing
that before. Never
Oh,
heard,
she's
no.
gonna yell, take it out on Daddy. Daddy.
You can't have that is something she's never heard.
I'll get one myself.
Uh-oh.
Ruka.
The dad's not even going after.
Don't touch that squirrel's nuts. You'll make him crazy.
I'll have you.
Not that one.
Oh, they're gonna throw her.
Oh my goodness.
Yeah, I remember.
What was it? It was a bad egg in the first original.
Yeah, they had a machine, yeah.
All you have to do is just reach in and pull her out.
Found it.
Oh, found the key. It was the last key.
Right on time. Getting another one.
Paprika salt, little grit, salad friends who had done spoiled her.
Oh.
Guilty ones, now this is sad.
That's pretty heavy for a kid's movie or whatever kind of movie, just to call out the dad for being a shit parent.
Give her everything she wants.
The elevator is by far the most efficient way to get around the factory. This elevator can go sideways, long ways, slant ways, and any other ways you can think of.
Oh, that's cool.
Oh, look!
Cotton candy.
Candy sheep.
Oh, I'd rather not talk about this one. This is the Puppet Hospital and Burn Center. It's relatively new.
Today?
Hospital and Burn Center.
Oh, fireworks.
It's stupid.
Candy is a waste of time.
Oh.
Then I'll run away to Switzerland.
Go ahead, but I won't be here when you come back.
Just like that.
See, wearing his dentist get up at home like that?
He loves his white robes.
But,
Sorry, son. We're closing for the night.
Flags of the world. What?
Oh, I guess his dad was right. He wouldn't be here when he came back.
I want to pick a room.
Of course.
We better get some Wonka vision.
Who thought of this?
Roald Dahl.
Here. This is the testing room for my very latest and greatest invention. Television chocolate. Why can't I send a real barb chocolate through the television all ready to be eaten?
You don't understand anything about science.
I shall now send barb chocolate from one end of the room to the other.
Woo! Woo! Woo!
Watch the screen.
It's just like in the movie. It's the obelisk.
Take it.
It's just a picture on a screen.
Scaredy cat. You take it.
Holy buckets. It's a miracle.
What about people?
Well, why would I want to send a person? They don't taste very good at all.
Very good.
It's a teleporter.
Calm down, Mike. I think Mr. Wonka knows what he's
I
talking
think
about.
Starship Enterprise had one for years.
You think he's a genius, but he's an idiot. But I'm not.
Oh boy, here we go.
Oh, jeez!
Don't push my button.
Doing his John Travolta in there.
Sure hope no part of him gets left behind. If you had to choose only one half of your son, which one would it be?
There he is.
Mike.
The most important thing we've had is courage to get this.
Doing the Gene Simmons.
The Beatles.
So white. Ew, somebody grab him. Oh, thank heavens, he's completely unharmed.
What are you talking about?
I want you to take Mr. TV and his little boy up to the taffy puller, okay? Stretch him out.
He freaks out.
Now, how many children are left?
Mr. Wonka, Charlie's the only one left.
What happened to the others?
Well, misbehaving.
Oh, I do congratulate you. I really do. I had a hunch, you know, right from the beginning. Well done.
So we're not doing the floating?
But luckily for us, we have the great glass elevator to speed things along. Speed things along.
Up and out.
Up and out.
What kind of room is that?
Charlie Bucket's going for a ride.
Look at that shit. Come on with that elevator shaft.
I've been longing to press that button for years.
Oh. There's my guy.
What is her deal?
Oh.
Daddy, I want to fly in glass elevator. But I want it.
But I won't.
Oh. I thought he was going to give her the business.
Oh, the taffy puller worked.
Yep.
Where do you live?
Right over there. That little house.
That's the only one.
It's like the only one out in the field.
Hi, Mum! This is Willy Wonka. He gave us a ride home.
You must be the boy's parents? Yeah, that. I'm gonna give this little boy my entire factory. My factory. My beloved Oompa Loompas. Who would watch over them after I was gone?
I mean, it's all right if my family come too.
Oh, my dear boy, of course they can't. I had no family, and I'm a giant success.
So if I go with you to the factory, I wouldn't ever see my family again. Then I'm not going. I wouldn't give up my family for anything.
Oh, we all got you.
Sure you won't change your mind?
I'm sure.
Things are going to get much better.
Rama Georgina knew exactly what she was talking about. Next morning, Charlie helped his parents fix a hole in the roof. Charlie's father got a better job at the toothpaste factory, repairing the machine that had replaced him.
Look at that.
Things had never been better for the Bucket family.
Look at that.
Oh, wow.
Whoa.
I don't know which flavors to make. I don't know which ideas to try. I make the candy I feel like, but now I feel terrible, so the candy's terrible. You're very good.
A little like tiny smirk.
Pity about that chocolate fellow, Wendell. Walter. You ever met him?
I did. I thought he was great at first. But then he didn't turn out so nice. He also has a funny haircut.
I do not. What makes you feel better when you feel terrible?
My family. Usually they're just trying to protect you because they love you. If you don't believe me, you should ask.
My father? No way.
You want me to go with you?
Hey, what a good idea. Yeah.
This is an interesting twist. I have no frame
And you know
of
what?
reference.
I
with
got
the book.
transferred.
No frame of reference without reading the book. Whether
Yeah.
this is more true to the book or whether the other one was. I'm sure people will help us in the comments. That's the section of the building.
Well done, that section of the building.
Yeah.
You have an appointment?
No. But he's overdue.
Let's see what the damage is, shall we?
He loves candy and he's got perfect teeth.
Yeah.
Well, we never really saw him eat any of it, did we?
Just a little bit with the headgear.
Oh, his dad's got all the clippings. from
Yeah,
all
he
the
was
years.
following him. I think Dad was proud of him.
I haven't seen bicuspids like these since.
Look at that shot.
Good stuff.
Willie?
Hi, Dad.
He didn't recognize his face, but he recognized his teeth.
Yeah. Well, he had all that headgear on. He wasn't
Yeah.
sure what he's going to look like.
All these years, and you haven't flossed.
Not once.
Their gloves.
It's like the Bill Burr 2 parking meters trying to hog.
Willy Wonka repeated his offer to Charlie, who accepted on one condition.
Sorry we're late. We were brainstorming.
Thought I heard thunder.
Oh, they got a big kitchen table.
Yeah.
You smell like peanuts. I love peanuts.
Oh, thank you. You smell like old people and soap. I like it.
With licorice instead of string.
Boys, no business at the dinner table.
Sorry, Mum.
Well, all right.
Charlie Bucket won a chocolate factory, but Willy Wonka got something even better. A family.
They just moved the house.
Oh.
Life has never been sweeter.
I think that's powdered sugar they're dumping.
Yep, gotta be.
Gotta be.
All right.
All right.
There you go.
There
That
was
Charlie.
Yeah, there was Charlie in the Chocolate Factory from 05. And, you know, this just had, well, classic Johnny Depp. Huge shout out to him. Just crushed the role. Classic Tim Burton. Visually just a feast for the eyes, as they would say. I loved all the different colors that they used inside of the Chocolate Factory. Like it felt so unique and different, and I really enjoyed that. The one thing I'll say, and I want to ask you answer, did you think the factory looked a little bit similar to the toxic chemical factory or whatever from the original Batman 1989?
Oh, yeah,
Because I thought the factory kind of looked like that. It had that little bit of Tim Burton feel. I even wrote it down that I got vibes from the chemical factory from Batman in 1989. But this was so much fun. I loved the expressions on Johnny Depp's face that he used as Willy Wonka, and the kids they got to play the roles were just awesome. They were all great. Everybody did a fantastic job. Augustus, that's always my guy. Just loving his chocolate, but everybody did really good. And the thing I liked was, you know, I'm sure it probably made the cut, but a number of times we were making comparisons to the Gene Wilder version, and you know, that was just because I think it's kind of natural when, you know, you watch that one, you're going to automatically be like, oh, this is it. This is the part. This is where it's going to happen. And they threw a couple of curveballs at us. They didn't, keep it exactly to the story of the original, but I'm thinking maybe it was based maybe a little bit more on the book. Maybe some of you can help me out with that in the comments, because obviously the ending was a little bit different. We had some new material that we didn't know where it was going to go. So that was a lot of fun. And I just think that this is, a really fun movie that everybody can sit down and enjoy. Like I said, visually, it just totally sucks you in. I mean, I think we were all in probably the first 2-3 minutes, I think, when everything started. And like I said, it was just different enough from the Gene Wilder version to be entertaining, to kind of make it its own movie so that it could stand apart and be on its own 2 feet. So again, a lot of fun. The creativity that they used, obviously a lot of that comes from Roald Dahl's book, so that's going to be similar. But, again, some unique twists on it. When they put, was it Mike TV? Yeah. When they put him through and he's like, that's stupid. He has the greatest invention ever made and he's wasting it. I'm like, oh, this kid's going to be in for it now. I just can't wait to see this. So, and it was fun to see, I guess, the kids all sort of made their way out of the chocolate factory. I mean, at least Augustus was just dirty, so he got off. He goes home, takes a nice hot shower. He's probably okay. But some of the others, not so much. So this one was a lot of fun. I can't wait to hear what you guys thought of it.
For me, I thought that, what time frame did this take place in?
I don't know.
Exactly, because it looked like Charlie was still living in the 50s, yet they clearly had TV. He was playing like Doom with his PlayStation on the floor. So like for me, that's what got me is like, what time frame is this? I
don't think it matters.
Because the way that that Wonka was talking, like he was talking more like where he did the jive and the slap it daddy-o and all that stuff. So I had no frame of reference where he was from, but yet it seemed like they were all from different parts. I mean, I know they're from different parts of the world, but like it seemed like everyone was in modern times except for Charlie. Charlie was still living in the 50s.
Yeah.
I mean, but visually, this was really awesome looking.
That house.
I didn't really notice it till you said it above the factory, but yes, total Batman vibes. That was, I mean, it's Tim Burton, obviously. And then Danny Elfman with the music. You can't have one without the other, it seems like. But the music was really good. And then that was the thing, too, with all the Oompa Loompas, all their songs that they were singing. It varied from rock to 80s to 80s hair bands.
Yep, the
to,
Beatles.
It just had so much fun as far as that. But yeah, totally different take on what we saw in 71. And we really like the 71. This one, I like it too, but in totally different ways. But it was still really entertaining to watch because of the different avenues they went with things. I mean, we still had her go blue because of the gum, because of the blueberry pie. We still had Angus going into the chocolate river, but we didn't see any weird things.
Yeah.
And then the total dynamic that was different was the whole Willy Wonka's father, and how, as it should be, dentist, and this guy makes chocolate. Two total opposites. But yet, like I saw, and I don't know if it'll make the cut or not, he didn't touch the chocolate or eat any of it the entire time. The only thing, the closest I saw was he grabbed that ladle, but he gave it to Charlie to try. And then he always said it's fantastic, it'll taste great, but we never saw him do any of that.
Yeah, he never.
And then they did have the gobstopper, but never gave it to anybody.
Yep. And there was no Slugworth trying to infiltrate the factory, and maybe that's because it looks like Roald Dahl's widow and daughter
we saw
had
that
a lot of
they
artistic control with this and gave approval, so that probably
and we didn't have the person over watching everybody that got their tickets and everything and then offer the money. The closest we had was the two people in the store. And then what I liked more about the first one, though, is that it showed Charlie more of the worker, more of the provider, because he didn't have his dad, but he was the one doing the job, giving all the money to his mom's parents and all that other stuff. So I mean, that was one thing that I thought was a little bit different, but still likable. And because I wanted to see a lot more of Charlie and a lot more involved to showcase how good of a person he was. Because what we saw in the 71 is how good of a person he was.
Yeah.
And the one thing I wish they could have maybe somehow got in was "Good day, sir. Good day, sir." I said good day. But other than that, still a lot of fun in totally different ways.
Yeah, we didn't even see The Office at the end with all the half of everything. I thought maybe there'd be some explanation there.
I don't know what to think about this movie. I mean, it was good, it was bad, it was everything in between. I had no frame of reference. I watched the first one for the first time. It was obviously very weird, very unique. I found a lot of humor in the original and the way he didn't like the kids and some of the crazy stuff that happened. But it was weird. I didn't know what to expect for this one. Equally as weird, Mason Quinn had brought up, we have some notes on the screen about how the author, Roald Dahl, didn't like the 1971 adaptation. So when they discussions started in the 90s about redoing it again, his family was like, and his widow and daughter wanted complete artistic control. And so it's very interesting to see that his family had more input on this one. Because again, and I don't know if it's going to make the cut, but one of the things I had discussed was not knowing, because I haven't read the book, whether the original one was closer to the book or whether this one was closer to the book. And now seeing this after, I have to imagine that this one was closer to the book, being that his family had artistic control over it, or maybe they just made changes that they approved of. In any regard, it was drastically different, and it's interesting, Answer had brought up that he wanted to hear the "good day, sir."
Yeah.
It's like a lot of times when we do reboots, regardless of whether remakes, reboot, whatever you want to call it, more of a remake, regardless of whether the first one was popular or not, or people's reception of the first one, usually somehow they try to work in little things from the original, whether it be an original character, or even something as simple as one line from the original. And while the story seemed the same, it didn't feel like they paid any homage to.
No, Wonka was totally different.
The original, and maybe they did that on purpose, and they purposely left out, because we read afterwards, and people, said in the comments that Gene Wilder only agreed to do the first one if he could do like that rollout thing.
Yeah.
So that was very unique, and they were like, that was Wilder. We're not doing that. The Good Days, we're not doing that. So I wonder if a lot of the kind of, things that went off the book, the original storyline that they put in the first one, they axed for this. And so we're looking at it like, oh, they didn't have this. And it was just like, in the reality, it wasn't supposed to be there.
Yeah.
So it's really unique watching this. It looks like the reception of it was pretty good. People enjoyed it. It got nominated for some awards. Definitely different seeing Johnny Depp in this regard, but he's the scope of the roles that he's played over the years has just been absolutely incredible. So this, obviously something very different for him and any actor for that matter. And so I thought he did a really good job with it. It was fun. His kind of disdain for the kids. I thought was a lot of fun. They did give us some of the classical scenes, but again, that's based off the book and not as far as the movie, as far as our buddy falling in the chocolate river and the girl with the gum turning into the giant blueberry. That was interesting. Some big things cut out that I liked from the first one, some things that they added here.
I liked the squirrels. That was
the squirrels was great.
The squirrels
instead of
was
a bad egg, a bad nut.
I gotta be honest. Like for me, like the Grandpa Joe part of the first one, the fact that there were so many memes about what a piece of shit Grandpa Joe was, and then you got to see him like do the dance, and they made a point of saying, I haven't been out of bed for 20 years, and they made you feel really bad, like because Charlie seemed like he was the only one making money, at least for this one. He had his dad around. His dad was working. Granted, his dad lost his job, but he was looking, and they were looking for another job. Obviously, they were on very hard times till their house was tilted over to the point where it wouldn't really stand anymore. No. And, it was so creative and so unique. And I was thinking like towards the end, like, I don't know how I'm going to score this because I'm like super, super conflicted. Like, I don't know if I feel like it was a good movie, but I laughed a lot. And I think it's unique.
Yeah.
Like usually I'm pretty set in my ways as far as how I feel about a movie, and it's been very few times. And I know this is a wildly different genre, but not all that long ago we did a movie called Hereditary. Again, very very different from this, but again, a movie where you have such mixed feelings watching it. Like, I don't know how to score this, but I mean, this was fun. It's so, to me, it's so weird, right? Like, it's just weird. And again, I don't know if it's gonna make the cut, but I brought up, like, I wonder if you have to be under the influence. Are you supposed to watch this? Are you supposed to be fucked up when you watch this? Like, am I supposed to be drinking or smoking or taking some edibles? I mean, what am I?
It's a children's show.
So I know, but I'm serious. So I don't like, I think we're all kind of on the same, like, the extent of my recreational activities, you know, over the years even, has just been tequila. Like, that's my thing. I don't judge other people for what they do. You do you. Whatever makes you happy in life. But you know, I feel like my perception of recreational activities, like, you're supposed to be high when you're watching this. I feel like you're supposed to be high, you know. Like, there's some movies where it's like, I'm guessing over the years you guys have gone to the theater once or twice after a few sarsaparillas.
I would never. I want to enjoy the cinema.
Exactly. So sometimes it's more entertaining in that regard. But I feel like for this
lie.
one, you know,
You lie, sir.
In any regard, it was a fun movie. I thought it was, I don't know. I think it was great, I guess.
Yeah.
I think it's great.
It was interesting for me because I was kind of thinking the same thing, Oak, and because there was parts of it that I liked and parts of it that I didn't like, but only because I was like, I wish Johnny Depp would be more like Gene Wilder in this moment. And then I'm like, but I really like the way Johnny's doing this. And I was kind of back and forth with, you know, because you can't help but compare the two. I'm sure many of you did it out there when you saw it. And so it's like, there's parts where he's different.
So then I wonder,
they made him so different.
Yeah.
Though.
Then I wonder how it would have been if you would have saw this one first, then went back and watched the 71
That's a really
version.
good point. Well, now coming up, we get to see an all new one,
Timothy,
which is
Chalamet.
is from what I understand, is basically just this one again.
Yeah. We'll see.
I thought it was like his rise.
Was it? Oh, you know. You're right. You're right. Answer it is. Sorry,
how he got started.
How he got started. So I wonder if they're going to do with Timothy Chalamet or somebody else another one of this, essentially, because this is look, guys, this is almost 20 years old now.
Yeah,
it's crazy to think, but it is.
That this is almost 20 years old. So I wonder if they're going to do another adaptation. And I wonder if they're going to do another one, if they keep the same feel where it's a kids movie, but not really for adults. So I don't know.
Should I keep Dave's grade for the last thing we did up here?
I need a right answer. You got one of the other pens over there. So.
Yeah, so let me get up on speak into the microphone like a professional here. I really enjoyed the first one. I'm pretty sure I gave the first one a 5, and because it was just outstanding, and to me it was groundbreaking. You know, when it was done, that sort of thing. So yeah, this one was a little tough for me to grade out on, but I'm gonna go with a solid 4 1/4 answers out of 5. Incredible creativity, music, set design, the acting was all great. So I had a lot of fun with this one. So 4 1/4. To me, I know that the Roald Dahl estate probably won't be happy with me, but I think I liked the first one better, if nothing else, because I liked the Gene Wilder version of Willy Wonka just a little bit better in certain circumstances. So it was like a balancing act of who got points for how I liked them, and I think in the end Gene just nudged out Johnny Depp a little bit. Of course, no disrespect to him, he's fantastic in everything he does.
Well, he did do a great job, and I might have ruined that, but he did a great job in his own way, putting his own spin on it.
There's over here finger painting.
Yeah, pretty much. But you know, this was a lot of fun. We did have a lot of laughs. You know, I don't know which story I kind of like better. I kind of lean towards Gene Wilder, but then, you know, Wisconsin native Gene Wilder, you love him and everything he does. But it was still a lot of fun, real enjoyable, so I'll give it 4 answers. It was still a pretty solid movie and really liked it. So
yeah, I mean, I don't think you should have to apologize for giving
well,
a movie
no,
a
it's
4.
still, I mean, it's still a 4, but like based on the last one was a 5. So.
Yeah, but that's legendary.
Yeah. And if this one they had Johnny Depp going.
Just once.
Just once.
Yeah, I mean, for me, even though I hadn't seen the first one, there was a few moments that were iconic, and I'd be lying if I said that that didn't influence how I felt about it. Grandpa Joe and the good day, sir. The meme. I mean, so there was a few things in the original that, like I said, that definitely kind of. I don't want to say hit closer to home. That's not really the right term. Just entertained me a little bit more. I thought this was a good movie. I thought it was entertaining. I really thought all the actors, including all the the kids, big shout out to all the kids.
The kids did a great
job. But I'm in the same boat as Answer. I am going with a 4.0 for this film. A lot of fun to watch. Very entertaining. But for me, just didn't hit quite the same way as the original. But I will say that I am really excited and looking forward to watching the newest version, which shortly after it comes out, we'll be all over that. So
I'm pretty sure we will be.
Yep.
And then we'll be able to say if it's as good as one of the first ones. So this will be a lot of fun. Glad you guys had fun with this one. We did. So for Appleton Oak, that's Mason Quinn, and I'm of course the Answer. Good night, pals.